So you want to learn Russian. Well, my friend, do you like fusional languages? Do you like unnecessarily complex grammar? Do you like irregular intonation patterns? Do you like exceptions? Do you like vowel reduction? Do you literally hate vowels and want them out of your language? If you said "ну да" to any of these questions, then Russian is the language for you. So I've been learning Russian for almost 9 years now, and I'm already immune to the pain that learning this language will inflict on you. But when I just started out, I wanted to die on a daily basis, so let me prepare you for what is to come. Even after so many years, there are still a few things that drive me nuts and my Russian fiancée into madness, since she has to explain everything to me. The pronunciation. Now, everyone who spent more than a few seconds learning any Slavic language, but especially Russian, knows that the pronunciation is a goddamn nightmare.
Встретиться.
Yeah, this just means to meet up. So usually when you want to know the correct pronunciation of a word, you can just go to wiktionary.org and listen to the audio file or read the IPA. That is, if you can read the IPA. If you can't, then, well, go fucking learn it! Anyway, whenever you look up a word, you'll find these strange letters and brackets. Let me give you a quick explanation of what these brackets actually mean. Slashes represent broad transcription. Everyone basically knows more or less how the word is pronounced. Details don't matter. Square brackets are used for narrow transcription, which means that the letters convey all sounds of the word, conforming to the rules of the IPA. Double square brackets, however, are used for extra narrow transcription. You can basically pronounce the word perfectly without ever having to learn the word or the language itself. And usually the transcriptions you'll find don't look too scary. Time, sprechen, cantar, muallim, bonjour, jökull, heureux. And while some sounds might feel strange and foreign to you, the IPA still doesn't look too bad. But now let's take a look at the transcription for the Russian word really, shall we? Действительно.
What the fuck is that? What is that?
I mean, if you don't believe my pronunciation, then listen to natives.
Действительно.
Действительно.
And this isn't even extra narrow transcription. This is the simplified version. If you pronounce the word like this, действительно, then any Russian will tell you that this sounds a bit weird. So how do we write that in extra narrow transcription? Yeah, like this. Okay, if I want this video to be under 30 minutes, I need to make a long story short. Russian uses either soft consonants or hard consonants. Soft consonants are palatalized and hard consonants are velarized. Yeah, spooky linguistic terminology, I know. Palatalized means you simultaneously pronounce y when saying the consonant, and velarized means you simultaneously lift your tongue to where you usually pronounce k and g. In English, you can find this in the normal L and the dark L, like in level, level. Second one is velarized. In linguistics, palatalized consonants are written with a little j and velarized consonants with a little gamma. For example, in Russian, mery means mayors, but meri are measurements. And if you say mere or mere, you just sound like a foreigner. I still have a trauma from when I tried to pronounce the word mayor the first time. Mer.
Mer,
Mer.
mer,
Mer.
mer.
What is the fucking difference? And that was only the first point. The second point is intonation rules and vowel reduction. In Russian, it really matters where you put the stress in a word, because all other vowels change their quality. Let me demonstrate what a pain in the ass that is. See this word? The letters read svobodno, but the stress is on the second O, so every other O sounds more like an A. So, svobodna. Let's try again. The letters read ya, yi, tso, but ya turns into yi if it's not stressed, so yitso. But then the plural is pronounced яйца. And that's the reason why international words that have entered Russian get changed so much they almost become unrecognizable. Нормально, проблема, provider, investor, computer. What's happening? Like even Polish got the memo.
Problem.
But that's not it. This also happens with noun cases and verb conjugation. For instance, let's use the word hand, ruka, with the stress on the second syllable. But if I want to shake your hand, then I'll have to пожать руку. The intonation just jumped to the first syllable, but then in your hand is not в руке, but в руке. And then you have the plural, hands, руки, stress on the first syllable again. But when you want to do something with your hands, it's not руками, but руками.
What the fuck?
Let's move on. The grammar. Oh my god, where do I even begin? Usually, as soon as people discover how verbs in Russian work, they quit. And believe me, verbs are a really legitimate reason to quit. Russian, like other Slavic languages, makes a difference between an ongoing and repeating action, the imperfective aspect, and a completed action, the perfective aspect. So for every word in your language, you have to learn 2 words in Russian, and if they were similar, that wouldn't be a problem, like for example, to read, читать, прочитать, or to listen, слушать, послушать. but sometimes they're completely different. To take all the time or regularly is брать, but to take once is взять. To always put something somewhere is класть, but to put it somewhere only once is положить. And like in German or Spanish or sometimes in English, you can change the prefix to alter the meaning of the base word. But if you do that in Russian, you have to change the stem of the imperfective aspect as well. So верить is to believe constantly, and поверить is to believe once. Yet уверить is to assure somebody once, but уверять means to constantly assure. And this madness is taken to the max when we talk about verbs of motion. Russian has something called unidirectional and multidirectional movement, which basically means it matters whether you do something with a goal in mind or you do it on a regular basis. Бежать means to run somewhere, to be on your way. Побежать means to run somewhere once. Бегать means to run regularly without a clear goal or only as a sport, but побегать means to run for a while.
Why are we still here? Just to suffer?
Okay, I know this video is pretty long already, but this language is such a pile of crap that I can't stop.
That is one big pile of shit.
Let's talk about the cases for a second. Russian has 6 cases: nominative, genitive, dative, accusative, instrumental, and prepositional.
Psych! That's the wrong number!
Except for a few dozen words where the old locative case shines through. That has died out and got merged with the prepositional case. The following words are all in the same case. You say «о мире в мире», «о тексте в тексте», but you say «о лесе в лесу», «о годе в году».
That's bullshit. I never say no bullshit like that.
Okay, I could continue to rant about Russian grammar, how they use double negation in a very weird way, how difficult it is to construct the participle and how many forms the participle can take, or how pronouns change depending on the environment they're in, but I really need to finish this video. So last but not least, we have the numbers. Oh, the numbers. Oh, these fucking numbers. You know, in normal languages, you just say the number, and if it is 1, you use singular, and if it is 2 or more, you use plural. You're done. But not in Russian. In Russian, numbers are tightly connected to cases and work as semi-adjectives, but that's theoretical. Let me bombard you with an example. Table in Russian is stol. For one table, you use the nominative singular, один стол. Okay, we're still good. For 2 to 4, you use the genitive singular, два, три, четыре стола. Genitive singular, okay, unexpected. For 5 to 20, you use the genitive plural, пять столов. But then for 21, you start all over again, 21 стол. Nominative singular for 21 tables, singular. And then for 22 to 24, again the genitive singular, and from 25 to 29 the genitive plural, and then rinse and repeat. But that's still kinda learnable. However, if you use the genitive in different circumstances, like in the length of 2 tables, the numbers don't behave as you'd expect them to. You say длина двух столов, not двух стола. Not only does the number 2 have a genitive, but you also put the word table in the genitive plural. Why? I've no fucking idea. But then if you add adjectives like 2 long tables, you would not use the genitive singular for the adjectives like два длинного стола, no. The correct version is with the genitive plural for the adjective, два длинных стола. But then again, if you say the length of 2 long tables, you don't say длина двух длинных стола, you illiterate piece of shit. You say длина двух длинных столов. Oh my god, Russian makes me so angry. Why would you want to learn Russian? I don't know. My situation is probably that I have a severe case of Stockholm Syndrome and I love the pain and suffering that learning this language is giving me. In order to draw an objective conclusion for Russian, I guess I'll have to list all advantages and disadvantages in a small table. The pros. Rich vocabulary. Swearing. Russian as a lingua franca. Well, not in Ukraine anymore. Swearing. Picking up girls. Swearing. Ordering delicious cuisine in Russian like boiled meat in dough, fried meat in dough, baked meat in dough, steamed meat in dough, and meat without dough. And swearing. The cons. Everything I said in this video. The people in Moscow during rush hour. The Caucasian accent because I can't understand shit.
Все твои войны, ни один не смотрел.
The abomination that is the Russian cursive script. And writing in Russian in general. Okay, students, write холодное шоколадное мороженое холостяку хорошо. Холодное шоколадное мороженое холостяку хорошо. Нет, 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 нет. You illiterate piece of shit.